morning, class. Today we will discuss the so-called formulas in electronics. There are 12 formulas in electronics, and we will form or make the so-called formula wheel. Okay? From two basic formulas. Okay, number one formula or basic formula is the so-called Ohm's law. Ohm's law stated that the current is equivalent to the voltage divided by the resistance. This is your Ohm's law. And it will become your formula number one. By derivation and by cross multiplication, we can see, okay, this is divided by 1. So we can see that voltage is equivalent to the product of current and the resistance. Cross multiplication. I multiplied by R, 1 multiplied by B. So then therefore B is equivalent to I multiplied by R. This will become your second formula. Okay. By dividing both sides by I, cancel I, you are able to get a third formula. R is equivalent to B over I. And this is your third formula. Now, the second basic law in electricity and electronics, we call this one power law or Watt's law. Power law is stated that the power is the product of the current multiplied by the voltage. This is your fourth formula. Okay? By dividing both sides by I, divide both sides by I, cancel I. From here, you are able to get another formula, which is voltage is equivalent to power divided by current. That's the formula. From formula number 4, power is equivalent to the current multiplied by the voltage. Divide both sides by B. To cancel B, you will get another formula, which is the current is equivalent to the power divided by the voltage. This will become your sixth formula. Okay. We are now able to make the formula wheel. Ito yung formula wheel mo. There are 4 basic parameters here. The power, the voltage, the current, and the resistance. Okay? So this is short. Each parameter can have 3 formulas. The reason why it's called formula wheel. Okay, for the power, we have, okay, isa-isahin natin. Formula number 1, I is equivalent to B over R. Second formula, B is equivalent to I, R. Third formula, R is equivalent to B over I. Fourth formula, B is equivalent to the product of the current and the voltage. Fifth formula, the voltage is equivalent to power divided by the current. Okay, sixth formula, the current is equivalent to P over B. So may natitira po tayong 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So from combining, when we combine the two formulas, the power formula and the Ohm's law, or the power law and the Ohm's law. Okay, since Ohm's law stated that the current is equivalent to the voltage divided by the resistance, and you will notice here the power law. Sa power law tayo kukuha ng isa. Ano yung power law? Okay, NI is equivalent to P over V. So you'll notice that the current here is the same with the current here, and the equivalent value of current here sa Ohm's law is also equivalent to the equivalent value of the current here. We may now cancel the current. Okay? So then therefore, we can say that the voltage divided by the resistance is equivalent to the power divided by the voltage. And let's cross multiply. Yan. B squared is equivalent to PR, or the product of the power and the resistance. And let's square root of both sides. We cancel the squared here. So then therefore, voltage is equivalent to the square root of V. This is now your 7 formula. Sa voltage yun, V is equivalent to the square root of P multiplied by R. Again, when we cross multiply, okay, from here, let's do it again. Cross multiply, B squared is equivalent to PR. This time we will not take the square root of both sides, but we will divide both sides by P in order to get the value of R. R therefore is equivalent to B squared over P. This is your 7th formula. This is the 8th formula. Okay, R is equivalent to P squared over P. Okay, again, taking again this cross multiplication from Ohm's law, I is equivalent to P over R, and from power law, I is equivalent to P over V, cross multiply. So B squared is equivalent to PR. This time we will divide both sides by R to cancel R, yes. Okay, so then therefore P is equivalent to B squared over by the resistance. This is your 9th formula. P is equivalent to P squared over R. Tatlo na lang. Again, from Ohm's law, I is equivalent to B over R. Let's take the value of B instead of I. B is equivalent to IR. From power law stated that the product of the current and the voltage is the power. This time we will get the value of B, divide both sides by I. Therefore, we can say that B is equivalent to B over I. Again, I will repeat. We have the value of B here from the power law, and we have the value of B here from the Ohm's law. Since they are equal, we can now cancel the value of B. IR therefore is equivalent to B over I. Cross multiply is divided by 1. I squared is equivalent to, I squared R is equivalent to P. And this is your next formula. The 10 actually. The 10 formula is P is equivalent to, nasa na yung P? P is equivalent to I squared R. Next, from equation number 10, P is equivalent to I squared R. Divide both sides by I squared. Cancel I squared. Therefore, R is equivalent to P over I squared. This is your 11 formula. And lastly, from equation 10, P is equivalent to I squared R. Divide both sides by R. Cancel R. So we have the I squared is equivalent to P over R. Take the square root of both sides to cancel the square here. I therefore is equivalent to the square root of P over R. This is your 12 formula. So, nakumpleto na natin. Ano yung P? 11 is R is equivalent to P divided by R squared. And the last formula is I is equivalent to square root of P over R. Now, you need to memorize the formulas to solve worded problems in electronics. If you are not able to derive, you memorize the 12 formulas. Okay? Formula in basic electronics. Kasi marami pang formula sa electronics. Okay? So let's have an example. Example number 1. So we will use the so-called grease method. So the grease method is the given. What is the given? The power is 1,000 watt. Another, the voltage is 220 volt. This is a grease method. Number 2, right? A, B is the required. What is the required? The current. I is ano. So let us see. For the grease is the illustration. Optional. You can illustrate the resistance of the flat iron 1,000 connected to the voltage 220 volts AC. So the power is 1,000 watts. Malakas talaga power ng iron, ha? So the solution FND for the grease. The solution is pipili ka na ngayon ng formula dyan. Ano yung hinahanap? Current. Sa tatlong formula, ano yung pagpipit doon sa problem? Ano ba given? Voltage. Meron bang resistance? Wala. So this is not applicable. Voltage ay power. Given. Voltage given. Ito ang gagamitin natin. I is equivalent to P over B. So what is P? 1,000 watt. What is the voltage? 220 ohms. So the current is equivalent to answer. Dadivide mo na lang yan. No? So, yung ating formula wheel caters all the folded problems in electronics. Again, I will repeat, if you are not able to derive, memorize. Kasi, when you know how to derive, pag marunong ka mag-derive, simply memorize the Ohm's law and the power law. Dalawang formulas lang sa ulitin mo. But if you're not able to derive, memorize the 12 formulas. Any question? Example number 2. So this time, you are to solve the power dissipated by the light bulb. What is the given? When you solve the problem, always use the grease method. Given is the current. I is equivalent to 0.5 ampere. Another, the resistance. What is the resistance? 100 ohms. You are required to solve for what? Power. The power. Okay? Is illustration. Okay? Illustration, you have the light bulb. And yung symbol ng light bulb. The resistance is 100 ohms. And the current is 0.5 ampere. So you have the voltage here. You are required to solve for the power dissipated. So solution. Anong formula gagamitin natin? What formula will we going to use? Power, current, and the resistance. You are to solve for the power. Given is the current and the resistance. This one. Okay? Since. Try to use the word since and therefore. Power is equivalent to I squared R. So then therefore. Power is equivalent to 0.5 squared multiplied by 100 ohms. 0.5 squared ampere. Okay. 0.5 multiplied by 0.5. What is the answer? 0.5 multiplied by 0.5. 0.25 multiplied by 100. So therefore power is equivalent to 25 watt. So the power is, the unit for power is what? So the answer is 25. So this is your example. Formula wheel is very useful in electronics. Any question? None so far? Thank you for listening.